Hello once again and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Alotte and I am a physical therapist. In today's video, I am going to continue to show you some of the exercises that you can do while you are seated, while you are working at your office, or just relaxing at home and you just wanted to do some stretches in order to address bad posture. I'm not saying that everyone has a bad posture, only has a bad posture is going to do this, but even then, if you already have practicing good posture, it is a very good idea to kind of do some stretches as well in order to maintain that good posture that you already have. So in the previous video, I was showing you how bad posture look like and how a good posture look like as well. Some of those tools that you can do in order to release some tensions. Today I will show you 5 of those exercises that easily can be done while you are sitting, while you are taking a break, or just simply wanted to do some of those releasing some of those tensions there on your upper back. Okay, but before that, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, as most of the videos that I am posting is part of a series. Hit the notification bell so you're not going to miss those videos. So let's just move on and get on with it. Here are the 5 stretches that you can do while you are sitting. And don't forget your support as well on the half of your buttocks so that your pelvis would be a little bit more upright. First exercise that I am going to show you is what I call you are stretching your lower back with a little bit of rotation as well. So feet flat on the floor as usual, practicing good body posture as what I've shown you in the previous video. And what I'm going to do is to bend a little bit forward and then reach for your opposite foot. Okay, you should be able to feel that stretch right around this part in here. Okay, now you may start with just continuously doing it and without holding. Mind you that if you already have some issues under this, be very careful in doing these exercises, as this might not be feasible for you. Okay, now let's do that again. You could do that and then back, then you could do that as well. Okay, now as usual, you could always start with no holding, and then you could progress from 5 seconds hold, 10 seconds hold, 15 seconds hold, 30 seconds hold, doing it for like 3 times. Okay, now the next one is you're just gonna stretch the side of your trunk, doing like this. You may hold something on the opposite side and then you stretch almost like you're reaching towards the floor. Okay, you have the option to stretch your neck too, or just the trunk. Okay, and you'll do it again as well on the other side. There we go. Now you'll just gradually reach your hand towards the ground, depending upon your tolerance. Like I said, what you're going to feel is just pulling sensation on the opposite side of the body where your trunk is bending. Okay, right, so be very careful as well when you're doing the exercises. If this is how far you can go, stay right there, and you just gradually increase your tolerance to kind of like push a little bit past the point of discomfort. Like I said, what you're gonna feel is just pulling sensation, and it should not be painful. Okay, now the third one that we're going to do is you're going to rotate your body towards each side. Okay, Now, like I said as well, if you do have some disc issues, um, I wouldn't recommend this for you, especially if you already have the diagnosis of disc herniation, disc degenerative disc disease as well. So I would not recommend that you're going to do this, okay? Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to hold something on that side, and then you're going to reach your hand to the opposite side. Okay? To the back, and then you're going to do it as well on the other side. Okay. Now make sure that your body, I mean not your lower legs, is just exactly where it's supposed to be. You're not going to do it like this and then you do it like that. There are other times when I see someone that I teach to do this, they're doing like this. I mean, there is no point, because the pelvis is where some of these muscles are being attached to, and if the pelvis is moving, then there is no stretches that is happening on those muscles that we are targeting to stretch. So keep the pelvis as in place. All right, let's do it again. So turn towards the other side. You can also incorporate breathing. So if you're gonna do breathing exercises, it's really very good. Your muscle will give in to you easily when you're doing breathing exercise at the same time as well. So you could do breathe in first, and then you're gonna do breathe out as you do the exertion, okay? You're gonna breathe in again, and then you're gonna breathe out. You're gonna feel the stretch from here all the way to the lower trunk as well, okay? Breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, very well. Okay, so do you feel that stretches on the side? That's really very good. That's what I want you to feel. You shouldn't feel pain. The next one, the fourth one, is we're gonna stretch the neck as well as the front of your chest, okay? Now this one, like I said from the previous video, if you have some this disease on the neck, please, I don't want you to include the neck, and just focus more on stretching of your pectorals, okay? I'm gonna show you first the pectorals before we combine it with the neck stretches, okay? So you can put your hand at the back of your neck if you can do it. If not, because of some shoulder issues, you can just put your hand from here. Now I'm going to incorporate breathing exercises as well, okay? So I'm going to breathe in, and I'm going to breathe out. Okay? Now, as I am doing this, I can feel that my upper back is also being, there's a little bit more arches on the upper back as well, okay? So as I go back, breathe in, and then breathe out. Okay? You can just do this for as long as you can, and then just only to the point of the stretch that you can tolerate as well. Okay, you're not really going to push it so much that's going to be hurting here on your pectorals. Okay, now if you combine that with the neck stretches, so from here you're going to do stretch, at the same time you're going to do next cervical extension. Okay, or you can do the chin tucks at the same time. Breathe in, breathe out, and then chin tuck. Just push your head towards the left. Okay? Alright. Whatever it is that is comfortable for you, please do that. I'm going to show you as well if your hand is at the back of your neck. Okay? So you could do this, breathe in, and I breathe out. I breathe in again, and I breathe out. Okay, so together with my neck, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and then breathe out. That's really very good. I think this one, you will have a better chance of controlling your neck, because sometimes because of the weakness of the muscles in here when you're doing neck extension, makes you feel like your head is gonna fall backwards, and sometimes you need to, you know, push your head back. I mean, I've seen those to some of my patients, so I'm not really very sure what are your tolerance to this one. So you might as well just do a little bit first as you stretch, and do not just dig in right away towards the back. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like hard for your neck to pull it right back up, okay? So if you can do this, it's a lot better, so you can support your neck at the same time, okay? Let's do it again, and then back. Stretch, and then back. Okay, now the last one is stretching on the Latissimus Dorsi, which is the muscle that is, it's a bigger muscle that is located from here on the side. It's a very broad muscle that's from here, and it's attached all the way here towards the upper arm. It could, there's a lot of function of that muscle, and it could also be a shoulder extensor muscle, okay? And now that could easily get tight as well, and I've seen those that could also prevent you from, you know, raising your arm up when you have tightness in that muscle, okay? This one, other people might be able to raise their arm up, and then you're just gonna pull it with the opposite arm. If you can hold all the way towards here, good. If not, you could always just start from here. Or if you really cannot raise that one up, you can just go as high as you can with your arm. Because this is attached to the upper arm, so you need to move your arm as well. The previous one was just like this, so you're not stretching that. You're stretching the sides, but not the Latissimus Dorsi. So if you raise your arm up here, you're already stretching the muscle, and then as you bend, you are stretching it more effectively. And if you're gonna pull your arm, you'll really feel it. You'll really feel it all the way here towards the attachment on the pelvic area, okay? So do it like this, stretch. I breathe in, and I breathe out. Very good. I like this stretch so much because, you know, when I use a lot on the arm, when I type a lot, so I feel that my Latissimus Dorsi is really, really tight. So I do these stretches more often. Like I said, you don't really have to do all these exercises at once. You could just do one or two as time permits on your breaks. Of course, you're entitled to the breaks for like, what, 30 seconds to a minute? So you can take one or two of these exercises, or if you have a longer break, you can do all 5. Or you can just do one every time, like, oh my God, I really wanted to stretch, and you can do it like that. Those 5 stretches is very effective in addressing specific muscles from the neck all the way to the lower back, okay? So I hope you learned something from this video, and all of this is applicable to anybody who just wanted to have some, well, who just wanted to have a little bit more loose, because one of the reasons that, you know, people gets a little bit more depressed looking is when they're really slouching and do it like this. I don't know. It's just like mentally, if you are a little bit stressed, it shows in how your body is positioning as well. So at least if you're gonna open up your chest a little bit more upright, I think it's gonna make your outlook a little bit more brighter, okay? The next video that I am going to show you is pretty much more some of the exercises that you can do, this time in a standing posture, okay? So thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe for the next videos to come. Bye!